Whatever happened to that Chris's Mailbox thing, the most exciting internet video program where Chris opens his mail? Did he stop doing it? Is there something going on? Well, no. I mean, yes, I stopped doing it, but I didn't stop doing it because I'm doing it now. So what is stopped? Really, what does stopped mean? Stopped means I didn't do it for a while because I didn't have any interesting mail to open, and also it's a big production to do, and I've been busy and all that other stuff. But here it is. Welcome back to a new episode of Chris's Mailbox, wherein I open my mail, and I have something here that is particularly mailbox worthy. I think part of the reason why I've been doing this is because I like watching other people open their mail, and I thought maybe I would do the thing where I open my mail, and this is certainly related to one of the canonical mail opening programs. Am I making any sense? Also, I apologize for the background noise. There is 3D printing going on behind me, but I still had to open this. So, yeah, that's from Australia Post. And inside there we have a plain white box and some bubble wrap. So let us go to town on that. Let's see how to open this thing. There we go. And we'll open the box. Plain old box. Yes. And something blue inside the box. Ta-da! It is the EEV blog meter. Let's open this plastic bag so we can get a better gander at it here. Let's have a squizz. Tape is stuck to my... this is not easy. I have newfound respect for people who do these things. So here it is. This is the Bryman multimeter that Dave Jones at the EEV blog has branded with his name and is selling, and it's I guess it's a pretty decent, basic but decent meter, and yeah, I thought I'd pick one up. I ordered it quite a while ago because they were out of stock, and recently I got the notification that it had left Australia, and here it is. So I'm going to take the protective wrapping off the screen. Now, I'm not planning to take it apart. I'm planning to turn it on. So let me just go ahead and see. Does it come with batteries in it? I think it comes with batteries in it. So let's switch that on. Oh, look at that. Yep. Powered right up. So now let's see what's in the accessories bag. This is interesting packaging. It's definitely not retail packaging. Retail packaging would have come with an instruction manual and some possibly different padding than just coming in a plain box. So we've got our probes. I guess these are the relatively nice silicone type wires. Let me get the tie wraps off here. Alrighty, there's our probes. We've got the little pointy bit. Excuse me. I assume these are the little... you have to take this off first? No, that doesn't come off. I don't know how to do things. Should be a pointy bit pointer thing. Oh, technology. Confuse me. I am just a simple, unfrozen caveman programmer. How does that go on there? Yeah, it should just... I think I had it right the first time. Did I just not press hard enough? No? I don't want to break anything. Just got this. Alright. So, I clearly can't figure out how the probes go together. Well, this is the bit that plugs in there. And this is the bit that plugs in there. And this is the thermocouple. We'll talk about that in a second. Alright, let's see. We'll put this on continuity. The question I have is, do you have to press a button? No. Oh, look at that. I like that. So let's just talk briefly about multimeters, shall we? This one, I actually need a really good multimeter. It's one of those things that I don't use very often. When I do use it, I would like to have a really good one. Good ones cost an awful lot of money for something that I use quite rarely. So a while back, I got this. I forget which one this even is. It doesn't. They don't have their name on it, do they? It's pretty funny. This is a X-Tech. Oh, Mastech. Okay, this is the Mastech. So there's X-Tech and Mastech. I don't know. They're practically the same thing. They're cheap-ish. I guess Chinese companies. I'm not sure. No, X-Tech is a FLIR company. Okay, so I don't even know what I'm talking about. Haha. I'm going to really enjoy posting this video online so people can see how unaware of things I am. Anyway, I got this meter. Are these the same? These are just sort of standard thing. Yeah. So I've got a bunch of probe, set of different kinds of probes for it. I'm just going to put that to the side. I got this meter a while back because it has the basic functions, a decent quality. But here are a couple things I don't like about it. I think this was even reviewed on the EEV blog. So I'll put it down here. You press light. It actually has a very nice backlight, and the backlight goes off after a few seconds. And there's no way to make it stay on. Holding down light doesn't do anything. So you press light. You're using it in the dark. You press the light button, and you go ahead and you're making your measurements or whatever, and the backlight goes off, and you have to press light again. That's pretty annoying. It does have this gimmick here that the probe terminals light up to let you know which ones you're supposed to use for any given situation. So I guess that's good, if you're on the amp setting versus the voltage setting. So here's the thing I was going to complain about, though. Let's turn it off. We'll plug in our probes here. I'll put it on. Let's put it on continuity. So see, that lights up, and then when you plug in the probe, the light goes off to let you know you've done it, which I guess is good. So when you see a red light there, it's not plugged in. So you turn this on, and it defaults to continuity / diode test. It does not have the sound, right? So you want the beep to let you know that you might not be able to look at the meter and you're over testing something and you'd like to hear the beep. Well, nope. You have to press select to switch it between the two modes. So there you put it on the continuity check and there's a beep. Now the beep is okay. It's interesting how every time, even if you short it directly together, notice that there's a little delay in there. So, clearly it gets that initial burst of continuity, and then something is charging up, so it goes back down, and then it comes back again. So it's kind of like, I don't know, it's not important. It does make it sound like you've got a loose connection when you don't have a loose connection. And it's just, it's a little bit amateur hour in some sense. So, but the really annoying thing is, so I've got it on the beep mode, fine, right? I've selected that. Turn it off, turn it back on. It's back on the diode check. So you have to switch it over every time. And the thing I want every time is the beep, and that's a bit frustrating. So now we'll compare it with the EEV blog. Notice this one's a little smaller. This one in here, but you switch it over to, there's actually a separate switch I see now for diode and continuity. So you put in continuity, it's in that mode right off the bat, and it's got the backlight flashes. I thought it turned on. Backlight flashes to let you know continuity is working. And maybe there's a Oh, that. Okay, so yeah, that just switches to ohms. Switches the sound off, which is fine. I want it to default to sound on, and it does. And then, I don't know if the backlight flashing is an option. I really don't care. I like it on. So I assume you hold this down. Okay, so that turns the backlight on. Let's see if the backlight has a timeout. That would be nice. While I'm talking, it'd be nice if it doesn't. So while I'm talking, let's see. Let's compare. Obviously, this one's a little smaller. It's got this wraparound case. This one just has sort of corner bumper guards, and it's not a very soft wraparound. I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know about the durability of either of these. I don't take these out in the field. I work with them on a table, so it's not like they need to be particularly rugged. And looks like this backlight does not time out. That's great. So I will probably be using this one a lot more often. See what else it's got here. The other thing is, this one does not have a temperature measurement. Yeah, so this comes with a, I think it's a K-type thermocouple, which you plug in there, and you can get. Well, let's try it out. I've never owned one of these before. All right, so there's a plus and a minus here, and there's a red dot on it. So I'm guessing the red dot goes in there if it matters. Okay, so it is reading 20, going down. Let's call it 20-ish C. Does the select button change to Fahrenheit? Yes, it does. 68.2. That is quite credible. And then I can grab this and it goes up. So, great. Handy to have. Down here where it's got the little sound jacks, I don't know what that means. Does that mean it makes a sound when you plug something in? What if I put it on voltage here and I plug something in to the amperage measurement? Maybe that's what it means. That could very well be telling you there's a warning if you plug it in wrong. That would be bad. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'm not like a fancy electronics blogger who would do a test of this thing and demonstrate its accuracy and so on. For one thing, I don't have any sort of reference standards. So I'm going to have this. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to talk about the fact that I got the meter. Yeah, I'll have to track down the manual, which presumably is available online, to learn all about the functions and features. And now I'm a 2-meter person. So, I see these people on the internet who have piles and piles of multimeters. I think I threw out my old Radio Shack one when I got this one. If I didn't, I don't really care. It's so crap that I don't want to keep it. And I'll figure out. It's possible that the only issue here is I need to pry this. I might need to stick a screwdriver in there and pry this cap off in order to stick this on to get the little probe. Just the tip. So when you're probing a circuit board, you're not shorting against anything else. So there you have it. That's what came in today's mail. My new multimeter. And thank you for watching. Whatever. So here's a little bonus track on this video. I went over to turn off my recording devices when I was done, and I discovered that even though I'd spent a whole bunch of time and effort setting up this extra lavalier microphone so that I could try to get better sound without I'm going to have the 3D printer in the background anyway, but I thought perhaps this mic would pick things up better than the one on the camera. So I set it all up, I attached everything, I hooked it up to my computer, got the recording software, and apparently I thought I pressed the record button, but I actually pressed the stop recording button. So did that whole thing with the microphone not recording, and I'm going to have to use the audio from the camera after all. So doubly apologetic if there's a lot of background noise. I'm kind of curious to see, just for my own edification, whether this audio that is now coming from the microphone, from the lav microphone, is any better than the audio that was coming from the camera. So in terms of rejection of the 3D printer noise. So I guess I'll do an A/B test. So this is coming through this microphone that I'm wearing. And now this part is coming through the microphone in the camera, which is just using the built-in camera microphone, not the shotgun mic that I normally attach to the camera because I wasn't planning to use the camera audio. And I guess we might as well do the whole thing, and we'll get some audio from the GoPro, which is used for the overhead shot, which I assume is probably the worst audio of the three. So, lavalier microphone, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Camera microphone, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And GoPro, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. That's very exciting. As long as we're doing bonus footage, I went and got a screwdriver so I can see if I need to pry this off. I probably break it. I should have read the instructions first. Oh, you unscrew. Okay. Darn. Ah, I've seen this kind of before. You have to unscrew. This part screws on there. Ah. Do I feel dumb? Okay. Then you pop that on. Okay, and there we go. There's your insulated probe, pointy probe thing, and then just pulls. Okay, so that's no problem at all. In fact, it's probably better that way. All right, that's the end of the bonus footage.